I don't really know where to start. I feel a
Okay.
bit numb.
That's normal.
Maybe we should just talk about him.
Okay. Um, sure. Talking about Decker.
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man.
Mm-hmm.
A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be.
That doesn't check out with what I've been
His
hearing.
confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in.
Mm-hmm.
I mainly miss our chats. He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did. What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
Okay. Tell me what you think about Nathan.
Oh, I just want to cuddle Nathan all up. He's such a mess. He's always in the same clothes. He barely talks to me, though. It's the same hello every time. He reminds me of Tom.
Tom? Who's Tom?
Tom was a quiet mess, like Nathan. Youngish, in his early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
He taught piano, but he did have a strange hobby.
What hobby?
Tom liked to base jump. That's basically falling from a huge building or mountain and pulling your parachute before you hit the ground.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
He started to think he could fly.
Oh,
Dr. Decker tried to talk him out of it, but Tom had to prove his point. So one day, Tom decided to base jump without a parachute. Can you guess what happened?
I have a theory. Tom died.
He did die.
He died,
was hit by a rock from further up the mountain. He never got to fly. Nathan thinks he knows what his problem is too, but if he's not careful, he'll get hit by that rock. I wish I'd said goodbye.
To Tom?
I wish I'd said goodbye to Dr. Decker. It was so sudden. Here, then gone. He resigned anyway, but that's not the same.
Oh,
is it?
He resigned? I didn't know he resigned. I know it's not the same.
Dr. Decker resigned shortly before his murder. No, it's sad. But doctors come and go, and only poor Jaya remains. I've got his resignation letter somewhere.
I'd love to see that.
I do all the hiring and firing around here.
Do you?
Professor Alderby and the Trust technically do that.
Alderby's in charge? Thank you for this. 11th February, to whom it may concern, please accept this letter as a notice of my intention to resign from my post. There's not a lot to that. Alderby.
Professor Alderby is a trustee. Did I not mention that?
You did not, no. Trustee.
I think I'm going to get into trouble now.
I would never blab. It's just between me and you.
Shoppers? Well, Professor Alderby posed as a patient to test Dr. Decker. It's just a thing that he does. I'm sure he'll come and visit you at some stage, so please play along.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very handy. And very interesting. Very, very interesting, in my opinion.
I think I'm going to get into trouble now. Have you ever heard of secret shoppers? Well, Professor Alderby posed as a patient to test Dr. Decker. It's just a thing that he does. I'm sure he'll come and visit you at some stage, so please play along.
Right.
Very interesting that you asked me that. It's not something I can answer, though.
Well, what is it all? tell me about Mariana, or the mermaid.
Mariana is a special girl. You know,
She's
there's
a
something
mermaid.
about her that just makes you want to follow her. Maybe that's what a
beach so she
trendsetter looks
can
like.
murder you. Trendsetter?
I've got no idea.
Yeah, that's because I spelt it wrong. Don't worry about that.
I can't help you with that.
You can't? Alright, fair enough. What about Elin?
Elin seems like a lovely person. I'm not really sure why she's here.
She can change her skin. What about Claire?
Claire seems to be shaken by something. You know, I offer her drinks every time she comes in, but she always refuses them. It's as if she just wants to come in, get her session over with, and then run off to do something else. It's a bit rude, isn't it?
It is a bit rude. Okay. What about my boy Bryce?
I think Bryce has a lot of misdirected anger. I don't think I like him that much. You know, sometimes when things overrun, he's outside waiting for you, and he stares at me as if he's undressing me with his eyes. You know, he's not the first person that's done that, but still, you know, it feels worse coming from him.
Huh. Interesting. That is very interesting. Alright, what were my new people? Jasmine and Lacey.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. You don't know about these new people? Don't make me talk to
I think you
Lacey
might be
again.
barking up the wrong tree.
Woof woof, I'm gonna type it because I think that's funny.
I'm not trying to hide anything.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Okay.
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be. His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in.
Yeah.
I mainly miss our chats. He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did.
Right.
What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
You used to work late a lot?
We'd work late together on all sorts of things. He was preoccupied with finding patterns in patients, trying to find some kind of order.
Some kind of order?
Mainly he was searching for a common experience the patients might have had. That's what led them to his office. He'd study everything, even the referral letters.
Referral letters? Can I get them?
Yes, letters, parking tickets, holiday destinations. You know, I find those referral letters...
Yeah, I'd love that, thank you.
He was sure there was a pattern in them.
Right. Right. Okay. Thank you very much, Chia.
I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said it uncovered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really. What? Do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Decker's murder? Maybe you should ask your assistant who Decker saw that day.
Oh shit, actually. You've reminded me. Check Eland's alibi.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't know.
Okay, that's not handy at all.
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes.
Do you know Tom?
That's not really...
Okay.
That's not really...
Okay.
Should I know something?
I'm just trying to
I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said it uncovered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really. What? Do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Decker's murder? Maybe you should ask your assistant who Decker saw that day. Dr. Decker felt that Hannah was holding me back. The memories of Hannah. In his opinion, I was holding on to the past. So I guess he cursed me. If that's even a thing.
Okay.
Strictly speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor? Am I wrong to keep the locket? I feel like you're asking me questions.
Okay, hold on.
I don't really have any.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah,
I
okay,
don't see
perfect.
the harm. Alice wanted me to have it. You and Terry and all the other nurses just don't understand. Really? I don't see the harm. Alice wanted me to have it. You and Terry and all the other nurses just don't understand.
Okay. help me understand. Explain it. Okay. Mariana and Elin are able to be moved on, as are Jasmine and Lacey. I really don't want to talk to Lacey anymore. Somehow Jasmine's able to go, but there's... Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Are you scared?
I don't have an answer for you on that.
Okay.
I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad. I don't usually talk to children, but she seemed different, special. I'm allowed to talk to her.
Special.
I don't know. I suppose she just reminded me of me.
Yeah, I had a feeling
I spent
that's
a lot
what
of
you
time
were going
alone
to
as
say.
a child.
Yeah.
She said she was trying to catch some strange creatures that she's seen in the water.
An octopus? What kind of creature?
I don't know. Minnows, probably.
Right.
Everything is strange when you're a child.
That is true. That is true. I cannot disagree with that.
Perhaps we should change the subject. The day Dr. Decker was killed,
Yeah.
I had a session with him in the morning at my usual time, 11 o'clock.
Right.
That was the last time I saw him.
Okay.
The day Dr. Decker was killed, I had a session with him in the morning at my usual time, 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last time I saw him.
Did you speak to him?
I don't know.
Okay.
Dr. Decker made me an offer that I couldn't refuse. I'll be taking it to the grave with me, though. As did he.
The fuck?
Dr. Decker was more animated that day. Excited, even. He talked a lot.
Excited, huh?
Instead of his usual sarcasm and rebuttals, he seemed genuinely excited. Presumably he had a date.
He did have a date. I know about that. Did you have a date?
Sorry, I don't know anything. Sorry. They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too. Perhaps we should change the subject. You seem to be struggling.
Okay, Claire. Do. What's behind me?
Possibly a relative of yours.
Oh, great.
Possibly a patient that died here. I'm not sure. She doesn't normally say anything.
Great. Great.
I took photos of Jessica when she was naked. When I'd stripped her. When she was naked and frozen. I didn't want to have to do it again, to strip her again. So I took pictures to remind myself what she looked like. That's wrong, isn't it, Doctor? No. Sorry.
Right. Bryce is also ready to move on. It's just Nathan. And Jay and stuff.
When you see a painting,